how's it going? I am so excited right now because in front of me is the new iPhone 10 and I'm shaking. I am shaking with excitement, and I would say that this is an official unboxing, but I actually could not even wait until I got home, so I kind of already pre-opened this at my friend's house. So here is my initial reaction of my first moment with the iPhone 10. I'm freaking out! It's beautiful. Oops! I put it on backwards and upside down. Oh no, I made a mistake. So now I waited until I got home and I put it back in the box, but it's clearly already turned on and already set up. But this is a re-unboxing, I guess you could say. Ta-da! Reveal. So let's go through some of this. I was already digging through here because I had to get the SIM card ejector so that I could immediately, as fast as I could, get my SIM card out of my iPhone 8 and into the 10 immediately. And I just looked down in this box and it already recognized my face. So what do you know? Face ID is fantastic. But more on that, more on that. Let's get into what else is inside of the iPhone 10 box. We've got our little pamphlet here, and there is the SIM card ejector, which I actually put right back in. I reboxed this thing for this unboxing. I mean, would you take a look at this? This is something that I'm sure many of you have seen before, and maybe... Jenna Ezerick tweeted, okay, we need to turn off my watch notifications. SIM card ejector, you get the point. We've got our fantastic, wonderful, beautiful stickers. Look at this. Next up, we've got another piece of paper with a lot of text on it. I don't want to be bothered with that, but what is this? Welcome to iPhone. It's kind of crazy when I unboxed the, I forget what it was. Oh, it was the iPod Shuffle. It was brand new, and it was so crazy to sort of see all of the old documentation and the things that they thought were important to include. So now here we are, iPhone 10. Here's what it looks like. We've got our Face ID set up. What is this? Oh, I thought that was a little piece of some sort of tape, but it is a little arrow that is showing you how to use your home button, which is no longer there. Swipe up. What else do we have in here? Nothing. And here it is. Beautiful iPhone 10. It's shining, it's shimmering, it's splendid, it's beautiful, it's perfect, and it is everything and more that I had hoped that this phone would be. I just almost dumped everything out. It's already on, it's already set up, so I can spare you guys that whole setup process. And I just unlocked it. Face ID, wow. It's incredible. We'll take a look at the back, and it really is much more amazing in person. I mean, the glass shines right through into the silver back. It has the stainless steel bands all the way around the edge, and it really does remind me, well, yes, actually, of the 3GS. This was not what I was grabbing for, but this reminds me a lot of the 3GS. So there it is, the stainless steel all the way around it. But really, you guys have seen that before. Let's take a look at the 10. I'm trying not to shake, but I'm shaking with excitement. This is a perfect time for a slow-mo iPhone 10 montage. So when you first turn it on, it's kind of crazy because it does take some getting used to. You now swipe up to open, swipe down on the right for your control center, and if you swipe down at the top or on this left-hand side, that'll take you to your notification center. A lot of people like to close apps, so to do that, you just swipe up and you hold, so you just pause here for a little bit. You can switch to the apps that you want to get to, or you can close them. Press and hold, and that'll give you the option to delete, and you swipe up, or you can hit right here up at the top, and that will delete all of your open apps that you no longer want to use. use. One of the things that I really like that's on the home screen is they have access to the flashlight and the camera right there. I feel like those are the two things that I'm always struggling to find, especially when I'm walking my dog, or if something really cool is happening and I'm like, I gotta get to my camera, I gotta get to it. It's right there. So you can just click on the camera, or you can swipe over to give you quick access to your camera. So you've got two options. Click here, or swipe over. Let's see what else is in this box. So we've got the regular power brick. Of course, this is something that I'm sure many of you have seen before. And inside here, we've got our ear pods right here. Ear pods in the front, and your dongle in the back. At this point, I've lost so many dongles that I probably could have bought an entire new phone with how much I've spent on dongles. But now that I have the AirPods, I don't actually ever need the dongles anymore, so it's quite the iPhone dilemma. We've also got in here one of the lightning cables, but you can never have too many lightning cables. Get out of there. One of the things that people made fun of the most about the iPhone X is the notch at the top. And for whatever reason, it really has not bothered me at all. I was one of those that made fun of it, and to be completely honest with you, I didn't even notice that it was a thing. It just sort of seamlessly integrates into the phone. And another thing that I like is when I was going to delete apps, there's a little notification up here that says done, whereas before, most people would normally hit the home button, but now there's not a home button, so you can just hit right up there, click done, and you're ready to go. I was also very surprised how quickly I adapted to not having a home button. At this point, it's like I didn't even ever have one to begin with. One thing that I was worried about when I would get in my car, because I always use my phone for directions, I thought since it's kind of far away because it's sitting on my dashboard that it wouldn't be able to read my face and unlock if I reached my hand over, and guess what? It did. And it was dark and everything just worked perfectly. It was quite surprising because that was one of the things that I was most worried about. So I want to show you guys how easy it is to set up Face ID. I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna delete my previous face, and I'm gonna add my new face, which is ironically the same face, but whatever. So right in here, you have the Face ID and passcode, and it asks you to enter your passcode. So I'll enter that. Here's the option to reset Face ID, so we will do that right here. So I'm gonna do a screen capture so I can show you guys the setup process for Face IDs. So look at the new screen capture is right up here on the top to let me know that it's recording. So you guys can see that's usually where this entire screen would be taken up, but right here, it's just this little small corner. So let's go into Face ID and we're gonna add my new face, which is the same face that I added before. So we're gonna click Get Started. And oh wow, that's a look. So let me position my face in the frame, move phone a little lower, lower, okay. There it is. So move your head slowly to complete the circle. Continue, move your head slowly to complete the circle. That's what I'm doing. Face ID is set up. So that's it. So as we swipe up, you will see that it's looking for my face, can't find it. But now we're gonna just go like this. Look at my face and it's unlocked. It is absolutely magic. Now I know that you guys have seen this before on Android phones. I've used it in my Note 8, I used it in my Samsung S8, but it's so different when it's in the palm of your hand and you're using it on an iPhone. And one of the things that I love about Apple is they're not usually first to do things, but when they do finally implement it, they are the ones that make whatever it is that they are doing mainstream. So now I think Face ID is going to be the new mainstream. One of the things that I thought was very shocking is the Animojis, and I've seen demos of it. I had tried it at the Apple event when they first announced it, but actually trying it and seeing it in person is kind of amazing. Seeing the expressions of a poop emoji mimic my expressions is kind of something that you really do need to experience in real life. Now I'm gonna try to do a quick little demo for you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go into my sister's message here, so hopefully I can kind of show you guys this at the same time. Let's go to the poop emoji, and it sees me, and as you can see, I'm raising my eyebrows right here. Do you see it on this camera? The poop is also raising its eyebrows, so let's do this. Hey Jenna, I'm just doing another test here on the new iPhone X, and for some reason, I feel like every time I start doing a demo of this, my face starts getting weird, I start talking weird and just making ridiculous facial expressions. And watching somebody else demo the Animojis I think is even more enjoyable than actually demoing it yourself. So let me know when you guys first see somebody actually doing this in real life. I'm just doing another test here on the new iPhone X, and for some reason, Another thing that I thought was pretty cool is not only can you send the Animojis as a movie file, you can save it, but you can also send them as stickers. So if you want to just send a still sticker, just like you would send any normal iMessage stickers, all you have to do is make that facial expression, tap and hold on the Animoji with that expression, and drag and drop it into iMessage. Just like that. And Jenna is just loving this just as much as I am. So I want to show you guys the size comparison between the 10 and the iPhone 8. And it's crazy to me because this screen is beautiful. It is technically edge to edge, aside from the small notch that's cut out, but what's insane is how small this phone is in my hand. To go from using this for the past several years to a phone that is significantly smaller, but yet the screen is actually larger than on the 8, it's kind of messing with my mind because it's very hard to comprehend. And because the phone is actually smaller, it makes me feel like the screen is smaller, but it's actually not when you hold it up next to this. So it's basically taking this 10 and putting it on top of the 8, and essentially it's just a screen. It is just a screen. But it is a very significant size difference. So if you see these guys next to each other, this one is almost the size of the iPhone 8, not Plus, which I have here. This is actually shocking. This is the iPhone 8 and this is the iPhone 10, and they are almost the same size. I'm kind of freaking out right now looking at this in comparison to each other because I had no idea that the 8 would almost be the same size as the 10. Very similar in size. The 8 is slightly smaller. We put them up side by side just like this. Here's the 8 and this is the 10. Obviously you can tell by the vertical cameras. I'll be doing a camera test later so you guys can check that out. But in the meantime, can we just stop and stare? Cue the One Republic song. iPhone 10 in comparison to the original iPhone right here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. iPhone 10 versus 3GS. Can you take a look? iPhone 10 versus iPhone 7 Plus. Now at the time of making this video, I've only had it for about half of a day. And in that half of a day, it has far exceeded my expectations, and that's something that I didn't actually think was possible. Like, I was excited for this phone, and now I'm really, really excited for it, and it's in the palm of my hands. So guys, I just wanted to give you a quick little look of the new iPhone 10. I have so many more fun videos for you guys coming out, so if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys click subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you'd like me to test out here on the iPhone 10. Also, I would love to hear from you guys. Did you pre-order one? If you did pre-order one, when is your ship date? But I'm gonna tell you what, this phone is fantastic. And I am so excited for you guys to see the videos that I have coming up. I'm freaking out. Okay, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna go edit this video now, so see you later. Bye.